Good evening. My name is Raphiell Ashford, and I am the Rector at St. Luke's, Columbia. Signs of new life within my congregation during this pandemic has been a sense of greater closeness with my parishioners and them with me. Prior to this pandemic, I had only been at St. Luke's maybe starting my 6th month, and many of my parishioners I only knew as they passed through the front door with me giving them the greeting after church and smiling with each other. And there are some that I knew better, but because of this pandemic, I have been able to really sit down at my desk or sometimes at home and call each member individually, mainly focusing on those that are age 75 and above, to really just check in, to let them know that their priest cares about them, and to also check on their well-being and make sure that they're not being isolated further because of the virus. And what I have found is that they were very surprised, to get a call from their priest, but more importantly, they really enjoyed talking and enjoyed the interaction. And what I thought was going to be a 15, 20, or 30-second phone call would end up being a 15, 20, and in some cases a 30-minute phone call. But to hear the excitement and joy in their voices that they were glad to hear from their priest was a sign that things were alive and well, and that I had made another connection that I needed to make with my parishioners. And on the flip side of that, because of this, they have also been calling me and texting me to check on their rector to make sure that I'm doing okay, that I'm taking care of myself. They want me to be well and healthy so that I can continue to be their shepherd. Worship-wise, I have been recording my sermons on my iPad and posting them on YouTube. And what I thought was going to be a simple way to connect us spiritually and through our worship has turned into them calling me every Sunday to ask why the video is not posted yet. So to my surprise, they are eagerly waiting for me to post those videos on YouTube so that they can worship together as well as share them with their family and friends. I have since added a music component to it, and they have been requesting that I let them know what the hymns are so that they can sing along with the playing of the hymns, which is ironic because one of the jokes we have at St. Luke's is that many of them just sit there with the hymn book but don't sing. So I think a sign of life during this time with my congregation is that they're actually now wanting to sing and enjoy singing. So when we get back together in person, I will expect that same enthusiasm when it comes to singing. Also, during this time, I think we have become more aware of what St. Luke's truly means to us. And I think because of this, when we do get back together, there will be a greater appreciation for our community, our time together, as well as the building itself. But I think people have really come to see that church is more than just the building, that even though we are not in the building at this time, that we're all still connected, and that the greatest thing that we have is that we all care for each other. And I think one of the signs of life during this time that I have noticed the most is that I think people are really realizing how much we are a family and that how much everyone cares for each other, and have really reached out to each other to make sure that we're all doing okay spiritually, emotionally, and mentally. So for that, I do give thanks to my congregation and to St. Luke's Episcopal Church.